In our Awakening the Divine Feminine Energy Healing experience, we created and held open space for emotional flow. In this Awakening the Divine Masculine Energy Healing experience, we actively demonstrate how divine masculine energy aids us in improving our lives and the lives of others. The divine feminine and masculine exist in a state of healthy dependence. The masculine arising from the womb of femininity, the feminine carried forth in all stages and cycles of life by the propulsion and motivation of the masculine seed and spark, at once following and preceding the other. Gestation, life, death, rebirth, day, night, light, dark. Assert, accept, emotion, thought, impulse, action. Insight, innovation, growth, rest. Gestation, life, death, rebirth. A spiral flow of ascending energy. When the energies of emotion, intuition, openness, acceptance, and embrace are balanced with the energies of intellect, focus, assertion, action, and direction, we are able to feel, think, and act in ways that are aligned with our highest good. There is no good or evil, only the spectrum of energetic balance. Gestation, life, death, rebirth. A spiral flow of ascending energy. Today we will move with this flow of balanced energy, led and guided by the blue dragon of divine masculinity, through throat chakra healing and a starseed story. Beginning as always with a spark in the dark and ending in blazing light and color before the inevitable return to black. Remember, the divine light does not fear the divine darkness. He is drawn to her. She is the incubator which creates him. Nor is the divine darkness intimidated by the divine light. She yearns to embrace him. She is open and awaits his activation. Remember that awakening these energies is not a one-time event. Remember that energetic balance requires action and rest to establish and maintain. Remember, however you may identify, these energetic experiences are for all. Embrace an excess of feminine energy, and no matter who you are, depression will follow. Embrace primarily masculine energy, and regardless of your sex or gender, aggression will boil over. With open energy centers, chakras, or orishas, we can release excess energies and actively bring in that which we require to balance any deficits. What follows is an ASMR-artistic expression of how I have personally embraced divine masculinity to propel me forward in my recovery on my healing journey through dark times in life to face the next challenge, wiser, more insightful, stronger, and more tender. One final thing to remember in this experience: he and she mean me and we, and most of all, energy. Throat Chakra empowerment. Overwhelmed by feminine waters, buried under dense traumatic memories and negative core beliefs, a fractured sense of self, and constant inner conflict. Seemingly unstoppable patterns of restriction, repression, and self-punishment. We surrender to the light. We invite Him to offer hope. We accept the spark, feel our energy increase, our endurance reactivates. Rising up within us is a force born to breathe fire and fly through air. Our emptiness attracts Him, and He, the Pendragon, arrives to hold up our head. Chin up, speak your truth. His empowering voice breathes new life into us. Throat Chakra clearing, pulling up from root and down from crown, giving voice to fears and dreams, giving voice to fears and fears to fire, giving voice to dreams and dreams to air. Empowered to open up and speak, a clearing release is initiated. This phase requires a leap of faith and to trust. Much of what is released is from the higher heart, and much is from the most wounded aspects of us, to root and core. Allow the activation and trust that we will not only survive any and all reactions to our release, but we will also thrive for having done so. We begin to communicate our moods and needs as a method of guiding others in achieving effective, positive interactions with us. We aim to protect others from the most intense flames, so we take our voices into nature or private inside spaces to breathe that fire. We express our rage and then our gratitude with equal passion. The force of the long, blocked emotional flow frightens us. That's when the Pendragon emerges as courage. The knowledge that assertive expression is our right is one of the many, many gifts He offers. He lovingly and firmly encourages us to accept his gifts. Once this cycle of clearing ends and reaches the start of the next, we see and speak with increased clarity. Holding this balance is active and requires rest. Self-awareness guides us to seek one energy or another. We make mistakes and take responsibility when we do, speaking apologies and explanations when the dragon prompts us to do so. The higher heart has the space to breathe through the throat, balancing logic with emotion, reason with intuition, creating the wise mind state, improving the quality of communication in our lives. Throat Chakra Regeneration. When sacred space is held, the stage is set for healing. Wounds throughout our layers of being begin to mend. With active effort, intentional direction, and purpose, we start the process of changing our minds. By choosing a lighter, more loving perspective. By revisiting memories, not to ruminate, but to rewrite our story with rainbows. We are victorious. We overcome. We are up for the challenge. We rise to meet it. We rise from the dark, seed and spark. We rise from the dark, seed and spark. Self-respect lends itself to self-love, which expands, shining out into the world, illuminating future possibilities and potential connections. The dragon within emerges. Rises with nothing but love and reverence for his counterpart, his equal, his tigress, moon and mirror. His efforts in embracing her softness are consistent and rewarded with transformation. We've taken our leap of faith. We've grown our wings on the way down. Now we are on our way up. Here we can breathe more freely. On this higher level, we are stronger, more resilient, more individuated, thus less vulnerable to being thrown off course when others offer us their flight plan. Here we create space between us and what hurts us. First mental, then emotional, later physical space will be created. The masculine divinity in us all reassures us of that. We make our plans, take steps to manifest our dreams. We send our desires, flying like birds, to the far reaches of the universe. Then comes the time when we must put our feet down and stand up for ourselves. We must set firm, clear boundaries to protect ourselves and those we love. We cut ties to pain which refuses to heal. We tend to the severed cord with deliberate, tender care. We speak truth and set these boundaries with our eyes, our body language, our words. Before resorting to physical self-defense, we draw the line at revenge. We shall not cross. We reject all curses to ourselves and from ourselves. Right to defend, right to protect, heeding warnings, creating a course on which red flags do not relentlessly wave, and stepping boldly upon it. Confidence in our choices empowers us to take the next step. Inciting Rebellion. Living according to the demands of our changed minds. Challenging the status quo. Standing resolute in our truth. Moving only when directed by our own compass. Recognizing social histories, distortions, illusions, constructs, and how they affect us and our fellow human beings, taking decided action and contributing to the elevation of the human experience, a passion for peace, a burning desire to see our comrades, the children of Gaia, return home and accelerate healing, to see it not only in our mind's eye and deepest dreams, but outside of us, where we can revel in our kin's evolution and joy. Transcendence. No dream too distant, no desire out of reach of willing hands. We are bold, innovative, beyond the cutting edge into the future, flying among the stars. No longer future tripping, but honoring the present by bringing back advanced energies. Growing and stretching ourselves until the air gets thin, adjusting and growing again. No limits on our evolutionary potential. The dragon sings a song that shakes the soul. We know what we want, every detail. We hold the key of balance. We honor the tenant, harm none. Now is the time. Don't just dream it, be it. And please share it. Throat Chakra awareness. We are powerful, impactful beings. We are honored by the responsibility. We condition one another and do not take for granted the vast good and harm we can inflict upon one another. Our fears are replaced by faith in ourselves and the energies which sustain and guide us. No longer afraid of the dark or blinded by the light. We can stand up in our truth and say without a hint of shame, this is me. I am he, I am she, I am we, I am me. Defined only by me if it serves me. Free to change my definition as I see fit, as I continue to change. This is you, this is me, this is us, precious ones, completely individual and unique, while embraced by and one with the energy of the collective. We are here together to learn from and teach each other, to trigger, be challenged by, and loved by each other. We catalyze growth for our fellow humans, unafraid to say from our hearts what our inner knowing has revealed when looking through a loving lens. Integrating alien energies as the authentic imprint of the star seed. We are here. We are here to heal. Awaken, Blue Dragon. There is still time to save this place in space. A species cannot survive constant competition with itself. That is clear. Cooperation is the antidote to extinction. Awaken, Blue Dragon. Let us drink this medicine and get to work. From Like a Feather by Mika Costa. We're only afraid if we pull back the blinds too far. The lights behind that we free will blind other stars. But the truth doesn't blind, it helps to see far. So get ready to be who you are. We're only afraid if we pull back the blinds too far. The lights behind that we free will blind other stars. But the truth doesn't blind, it helps to see far. So get ready to be who you are. There is no good or evil, only the spectrum of energetic balance.